main reason I'm in real estate is to help people no matter what their situation is. I make myself available pretty much anytime my clients need my help, be it early morning or late at night, and any time in between. I go over and beyond advertising, and I look at creative ways of advertising your house that maybe most realtors wouldn't do. Finding a house is the easy part. It's getting ready to purchase the home, getting your credit scores where it need to be, your down payment or no down payment, whether or not you're going to get your money out of your 401k or have someone help you out, be a family member, mom, dad, uncle, aunt, or you just have cash in the bank. Maybe you're planning on spending a lot of money and it doesn't cost you as much to get into a house. That is, and then finding a house as a buyer's agent, what I really do is listen to what you're looking for. Usually I can find you a house within looking at 4 or 5 houses or less, because I ask you a lot of questions to begin with. We don't just jump out there and start looking at houses. I really quiz you on what kind of house, what area, what price range, what payments, what are you really looking for in a house, and then I do a lot of research to find the house you're looking for. And then also I direct the buyers on what websites to use when looking for their own house. So really we only look at 4 or 5, but in reality you've actually looked at probably 20 or 30 or 40 houses on your own. So it just saves a lot of time. The advantage of buying a house instead of renting a house is, first of all, you get to do what you want to do with the house. You can paint it, you can change flooring, you can do what you want to do in your house without checking in with the landlord. It's kind of like being self-employed or working for an employee. You get to do what you want to do. Nobody to really ask before you do that. Plus, you got the tax benefits. You get more money back at tax time because you got more write-offs. And down the road, as long as you keep the property in satisfactory condition, you can resell it, make money off of it down the road. You can use it for retirement. Maybe one day you live there long enough, you eventually get it paid off, and then you don't owe anything on it. So that is why generally you can get money out of a 401k to purchase a house. You can't get money out of a 401k to rent a house, but the 401k is for retirement, and the government considers buying a house part of your retirement. So therefore, that's why the 401k plan is available for your down payment. Home buying process can be difficult, but it can be very easy if you're working with the right agent. The whole thing is getting financing. If you go to the wrong lender and they turn you down, or they tell you have to put down more money than what you have, and you think, well, every bank is the same way, so then you just kind of give up on buying a house. But if you know the right agent who can that can listen to you on what kind of funds you have to work with or what your situation is, then personally I have several different lenders and banks to help you with whatever situation you're in, with 0 down, 3.5% down, 0.5% down, 20% down, whatever, conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. We'll just have to sit down and figure out which direction is best for you. So it can be an easier process, even though you think it may be a more difficult one. When you're renting, you kind of get into a rut of just renting, and you don't think about purchasing a house. You just think that purchasing a house is for those people that can afford it. But in reality, you're making your rent every month. That's the same thing as a house payment. So I was in the same situation many years, 25 years ago. I was renting, and I was wondering how everybody was buying houses when I couldn't afford one, but I never actually I never went out and tried to get a loan or see what it actually took to buy a house. And then once I figured out what it took, it was so simple, I should have did it. I figured out I should have done it long before I did. But I guess maybe that's why I try to help more people, especially renters or first-time home buyers, is because everybody thinks it's a process that they could never do, when actually it's fairly simple. Especially when you have the refunds, 401ks, your family can help you out, give you a track to maybe save some money in the future. Maybe you could save a couple $100s a month, and within a year you could buy a house. Or you may have the funds right now available that you don't even know. You could buy a house. If you stay in certain areas, you can go USDA, which is 0 down. You can stay within the city limits of Waco, which has grants to help you get into houses, which is basically 0 down, maybe 0.5% down. 0.5% on a $100,000 house is only $500 down. That's less than getting into your next rental property, because rents are really high in the area, and that's because there's more renters, because a lot of people think their credit's not as good. If you had problems 3 or 4 or 5 years ago with your credit scores, as long as you've created new credit, your credit scores may be higher than what you think. I would certainly check out some free credit repair companies or credit scores to see what your scores are. You may be surprised